Welcome to my kitchen. My name's Ito, and I'm here cooking for you hardworking moms out there that want cool recipes to make for your kids and your family. So I hope you enjoyed this next recipe. I'm back here in my kitchen, and as you all know, with my Dominican roots, I always start with my little bouillon, which is my mortar, where I mash up some garlic, some salt, and some oregano. And this is going to be to season our short ribs. I have about 4 pounds of beef short ribs. I'm going to wash them first. And this is a little trick from my mom. We always add a little dash of vinegar into the water, and we use that to clean our beef. Next, I'm going to put my mixture of the garlic, salt, and oregano onto the beef. And the reason you want to do this is because this beef is going to be the base flavor for our soup. And we want this soup to nourish the soul, to be flavorful. And I can't do that without some garlic and some oregano, guys. I'm going to brown my ribs into the pressure cooker. The good old-fashioned pressure cooker. I know about that Instapot, but that's like 80 bucks that I'm not going to shell out for another pot when this one does the trick. This will tenderize your meat very, very quickly and will extract all that flavor that we need. So I'm just browning my beef before I will add the water and cook the beef. Now that the beef has been browning, I will add the water to the pot. And on my pot, there's a certain mark where it says that's enough water. So I always add it up to that fill mark. And I'm going to put the pressure cooker lid on, which is a little bit tricky sometimes. And then you have this little metal piece that goes on the top. And there you go. I'm going to set that for a few minutes, about 20 minutes, and then we're going to start on the vegetables. I've already prepped the veggies. I have here some YUCA, some cassava, potatoes, some squash, and the celery, onion, and my green plantains. The green plantains are a family of the yellow banana. Well, that's the regular banana, but this is like an unripe banana, but a little bit longer. It's a little bit tricky to peel, but you learn after practice. So there I am peeling my green plantain, and this is kind of like a little secret that we are going to put into our soup. We're not going to just chop it up and put it into our soup. We're going to grate the green plantain, and then you'll see the last step to the soup will be to add the plantain into little balls that will look like little plantain meatballs. But that will help thicken our soup, and it gives it just another little touch to the soup, and it's really delicious. Now that our plantains have been grated, you are also going to season this little mixture with some salt and a little bit of oil, and we let our mixture rest. So when I'm in a rush and I need to make white rice, I'm going to use my good old rice cooker. I'm going to add 3 cups of white rice, long grain white rice, to my pot. I'm going to give that a quick rinse, and then to that I am going to add 4 cups of water. And I always make the assumption that people know how to make rice, but I wanted to give you a quick version of how I make it when I'm in a hurry. So I'm adding the water, and then I'm also going to season the rice just with a little bit of oil and some salt. I'm giving this a quick stir, and then I'm going to pop it into the base of my rice cooker, turning it on to cook, and 15 minutes later, there you go, white rice. Now our beef is done cooking, and I'm going to open the pressure cooker. But you have to be really careful because the pressure cooker has tons of pressure in it, and it's not just a matter of popping off the lid. You have to make sure the pressure is gone, and then it will unlock. And there you go. My short ribs are nice and tender, and they've released all the yummy goodness that will make our soup so delicious. I'm going to remove the beef, and I'm going to skim the fat off the stock that we have here. I'm going to pour that stock into a larger pot, and I'm going to add the herbs, cilantro, celery, onion. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of water because we have a lot of vegetables to cook in the stock. I'm adding the cassava, the squash, the potatoes, the carrots, and I'm going to set this to simmer. I'm also going to be seasoning the veggies with some salt. And here I have the beef short rib, which I have deboned and trimmed some of the excess fat, and I have chopped it up. And this is the mashed green plantain that we're going to be adding to our stock. So I have added the beef along with the veggies, and this is set to simmer on the stove. And I'm also adding some allspice. This also is a little secret of mine that adds such a distinct flavor to the soup. This is only like one of the few times that I actually use the allspice is in soups. When I make chicken soup, when I make beef soup. I'm also going to add 1 chicken bouillon cube for flavor as well, and some sazon Goya, which is going to add also some flavor and color to our broth. So I'm going to stir all that in. We are almost done with this soup, I promise. It has a lot of stuff in it, but again, you can put in whatever you like. This is just what I put in. Now it's time to make our plantain balls, which is the secret to this soup. So you're going to form the dough into little balls, and you let it drop into the broth. And this is going to simmer and cook for about 15 minutes. And it will add so much flavor and yummy goodness to this broth, which I called it the soup to raise the dead because it really is so delicious and nutritious, and it will heal your soul and it will bring you back to life. So there it goes. 15 minutes later, our plantain balls are cooked. The soup is ready. You do need to remove the allspice because if you bite into those balls, they do not taste very good. They have a bitter taste. So feel free and please do remove the allspice balls, those little black balls, before you serve the soup. And enjoy. And don't forget the rice.